morning. It's Tuesday, 2nd of August 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.r7eng.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in daily news says, Illegal foreign liquor starving treasury. Sri Lanka loses a whopping 6,000 million rupees to its government coffers due to the importation of foreign liquor through illegal means, sources said. The government is denied a considerable slice of funds which it could use for development. The Special Narcotic Raids Unit established under the purview of the Finance Ministry has been able to round up several racketeers in the business, they said. A Special Narcotic Raids Unit was set up following a proposal by Finance Minister Ravi Karnanayake to totally control smuggling of narcotics and foreign liquor. It was also revealed that the law had not been implemented against such racketeers during the past regime. There's another highlight which says, Padayatra, an exercise in futility, says SLFP General Secretary. The Padayatra organized by the joint opposition was nothing but an exercise in futility, Sri Lanka Freedom Party General Secretary and Agriculture Minister Duminda Disanayake said. The highlight in the middle says, Protest marchers won't shake government, says Pfizer. The joint opposition cannot topple the government by holding protest marches, provincial councils and local government minister Faider Mustafa said yesterday, adding that it had to first show majority votes in parliament. He made this observation at a media conference at the Department of Irrigation yesterday. Another highlight says, Boy denied permission to attend cricket match, hangs himself. A 16-year-old student from Ambalangoda committed suicide by hanging after his parents refused permission to attend a cricket match. Relatives said the student had prepared to go for the cricket match early morning, but his parents had refused permission, saying he should spend more time for studies. Following an argument, the child, a student from a leading school in Ambalangoda, had locked himself inside a room. And the highlight at the bottom says, Joke to see MR as an ordinary MP at Padayatras, says Lal Kanta. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa brought about his own downfall by calling a presidential election 2 years before the due date. It is a joke to see him now going on Padayatras as an ordinary parliamentarian. The Maitri Ranil government cannot be toppled by staging Padayatras, JVP Politburo member and trade union leader KD Lal Kanta said. Let's now look at the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The top highlight says, We'll bounce back, not to go back again. Former President and Kurunegala District MP Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday vowed to bounce back to power and not to leave again, assuring to bring his followers to the required places when they assume office next time. Another highlight says, claiming that it is a protest against the government for burdening the masses, Namal is seen dancing during the march. Is this Padayatra? Says Ranjan. The highlight in the middle says, No walk or talk can stop our mission, says MS. Though there are people who try to criticize us and our mission to rebuild the country by working in harmony, we will not be deterred by such tactics even if they walk on the roads or talk bad of the government, President Maithripala Sirisena said in Polonnaruwa yesterday. Another highlight says, Basil re-remanded till August 8th. Former Minister Basil Rajapaksa and Divinaguma Development Department's ex-Director General Kitsiri Ranawaka, remanded on charges of using Divinaguma funds to buy galvanized iron bars and distributing them during the presidential election, were re-remanded until August 8th. And the highlight at the bottom says, Minister said to have 45 advisors should clarify. Ministers do not need 45 advisors to assist them, and if any minister is alleged to have appointed such a large number, then he or she should clarify the matter, Deputy Minister Ranjan Ramanayake said yesterday. Let's now move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, Mahinda ends Padayatra at Lipton Circus, assures return to power soon. Another highlight says, Hotel bombing rocks Kabul. There's another highlight which says, Life after college. Your life after college is going to be a lot different from before. Making the transition can be difficult for those of us who have grown used to certain habits. There are a few things that you need to get used to doing after college and a few things that you need to get used to not doing. The highlight in the middle says, Basil comes to court in ambulance. former Minister of Economic Development Basil Rohana Rajapaksa, who has been charged under the Public Property Act for having provided to local government institutions across the island galvanized pipes which had been purchased using money from the capital of the Divi Nagama Development Department, together with its Director General Amit Kitsari Ranawaka, were ordered to be remanded further until 8th August by the Kadewala Magistrate and Additional District Judge Dhammika Hemapala yesterday. The former minister arrived at the Kadewala court premises in an ambulance together with prison officers, stating that he was very unwell and did not appear in court yesterday. The second suspect, RKK Ranawaka, was present in open court. And the highlight at the bottom says, AL exams begin today. The General Certificate of Education Advanced Level Examination commences at 2,204 examination centers across the island today. The examination, which is due to begin at 8:30 a.m., will continue until 27th August. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.